Welcome back to the Architect of Self. I'm Carl. This is it, brothers and sisters, the final stand of our series, Personal Control and Opportunity. We've been in the dirt together, clawing through the raw truth of what it means to build yourself in a world that doesn't give a damn. We started with discipline, guttered our way through fear, resilience, acceptance, consistency, pain, and gratitude, and finally landed on intentions. 8 weeks, 8 brutal, beautiful principles, each a weapon, a tool, a brick in the fortress of who you choose to be. This series wasn't about pretty words or soft landings. It was about staring life in the face, its chaos, its punches, its fleeting moments of clarity, and saying, I'm still here, and I'm building something. Before we get into it, remember, this podcast is not therapy. I'm not your therapy buddy, and this is not a substitute for mental health care. If you need that, seek it out. Use a resource, call a friend, call a family member, or call 988 from anywhere in the U.S. What I offer here is different. It's about leadership. It's about facing yourself head on. It's about discipline, resilience, and owning the choices that shape you. Personal control and opportunity is about owning what is yours. Your mind, your actions, and your soul. Today, we're not just wrapping this up. We're forging a blueprint, a battle plan for being the architect of your own self. So, grab a coffee, a pen, or just grit your teeth and listen. Let's tie this together. This is the Architect of Self, and this is our finale. Let's walk this path again, from the first shot fired to the flag we planted last week. Personal control and opportunity was about grabbing the reins of your life and turning every hit into a chance to build something stronger. These 8 principles, discipline, fear, resilience, acceptance, consistency, pain, gratitude, intentions, aren't just ideas. They're a warpath, a cycle, like forging a blade in blood and fire. Each one sharpens the other, carving you into the architect of your own existence. Let's break it down piece by piece and see how they make you unbreakable. We started with discipline, the raw, unyielding core of personal control. Discipline isn't just willpower. It's choosing your mission over your excuses, your purpose over the noise. Epictetus didn't mess around when he said, "No man is free who is not a master of himself." Discipline is that freedom. It's your middle finger to the chaos that wants to drag you down. It's waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to train, saying no to the easy out, building a life that's yours. Discipline was our first step because without it, you're just flailing in the wind. It's the iron in your spine, the chisel in your hand as the architect of self. It's what lets you face fear without blinking, because you've already trained your mind to stay locked on. Where's the discipline in your life right now? Where are you letting chaos win, and how can you take it back? From discipline, we went straight into the jaws of fear. Fear's not just a feeling, it's a signal, screaming that something's worth fighting for. A mission, a choice, a chance to prove yourself. Stoicism says don't bow to fear, outsmart it. Marcus Aurelius cut through the bullshit. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to that thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Fear is a story you tell yourself, and you can rewrite it. Discipline gives you the balls to face fear because you've already built the habit of control. Fear tests you, daring you to move when your gut's screaming to freeze. It's the moment before a fight, a job interview, or a hard truth. Your heart's pounding, but you step forward. Fear's the gateway to resilience because every time you face it, you're forging something tougher inside. What fear's got you in its crosshairs? How can you reframe it as a chance to prove who you are? Next, we hit resilience, the gritty, blood and sweat ability to get up when life's kicked you in the dirt. Seneca said, difficulty strengthens the mind as labor does the body. Resilient isn't about dodging the hit, it's about taking it, spitting blood, and standing taller. It's the architect of self-rebuilding after the walls come down. Resilience builds on discipline and fear. Discipline gives you the habits to keep moving. Facing fear proves you can take the punch. It's knowing you've survived deployments, betrayals, failures, and you're still here, still fighting. Resilience leads to acceptance because it shows you that you can handle whatever's thrown at you, even when you can't change it. When did life last knock you down? What got you back on your feet, and what did you learn? Then we got raw with acceptance. This one cuts deep because it feels like waving a white flag, but it's the opposite. It's claiming your ground. Acceptance is staring at reality, your screw-ups, your losses, the shit you can't control, and saying, this is my battlefield, and I am fighting from here. Epictetus laid it bare. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Acceptance is that strength. The moment you stop wrestling the unchangeable and start building with what is real. Acceptance grows from resilience because surviving the hits teaches you that you can face what is. It leans on discipline because it takes guts to let go of the resistance. It's the foundation for consistency because accepting reality frees you to focus on what you can do. Think of it like a general facing a losing position. You don't quit, you adapt and fight smarter. What's one thing you're fighting that you could accept to free yourself up? Consistency came next, the heartbeat of personal control. It's showing up day after day, no matter how much you're hurting or how loud the doubts get. Marcus Aurelius didn't mince words. If it's not right, do not do it. If it's not true, do not say it. Consistency is living your truth, one relentless step at a time. It's where opportunity starts to take shape. Consistency builds on acceptance, because once you embrace what is, you can focus on what's in your hands. It leans on resilience because showing up takes grit. Discipline is its backbone, and it sets the stage for pain, because consistency means you keep marching through the fire. It's like stacking sandbags for a flood. One bag's nothing, but 100 build a wall that holds. What's one small action you can commit to every day, no matter how rough it gets? Then we face pain head on. Life doesn't pull punches. Loss, failure, sacrifice, they're the cost of living. Stoicism doesn't run from pain, it uses it. Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Pain is real, but it's also the fire that forges you into something stronger. It's the hammer and the anvil of the architect of self. Pain builds on consistency because showing up through the hurt builds character. It leans on acceptance because embracing reality lets you learn from pain instead of fighting it. It leads to gratitude because pain strips away the noise and shows you what's worth holding on to. Think of a time you lost something. A brother in arms, health, a dream. That pain didn't just break you, it taught you, shaped you. What's the hardest pain you faced, and what did it carve into you, and who are you now? Gratitude came next. Stoic gratitude is raw. It's finding something worth valuing, even when life's kicking your ass. Epictetus said, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Gratitude is that shift, choosing to see the light in the dark, the opportunity in the struggle. Gratitude builds on pain, because hardship shows you what's worth fighting for. It leans on consistency, because showing up daily helps you spot the small victories. It flows into attentions, because gratitude sharpens your focus on what matters. Picture yourself bone tired after a long night, but grateful for your team, your purpose, or just coffee keeping you going. That's gratitude, finding the light that fuels you. When did you last stop to be grateful for something real, no matter how small? Finally, we landed on intentions, the heart of being the architect of self. Intentions are about choosing your why, your North Star, even when the world's a shitstorm. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Intention is that power, your blueprint for when you're fighting to be a leader, a protector, a builder. Intentions tie it all together. Discipline makes them possible. Fear tests them. Resilience proves them. Acceptance clears the way. Consistency builds them. Pain sharpens them. And gratitude fuels them. Intention is where you plant your flag and say, "This is who I am." It's the culmination of personal control, the moment you claim your opportunity to shape your life. What is your intention right now? What is the blueprint guiding you through the chaos? Here's the raw truth. These 8 principles are a warpath, a cycle for personal control and opportunity. Discipline arms you. Fear shows you the stakes. Resilience proves you can take the hits. Acceptance clears the battlefield. Consistency keeps you marching. Pain forges you. Gratitude lights the way. Intentions set your course. This isn't about being unbreakable. It's about being unbowed. You don't control the war, but you control how you fight. These principles are your weapons, your map, and your fire. So how do we get practical? How do you take this war path and make it your daily fight? Let's build a toolkit, a morning ritual to weave personal control and opportunity into your life. It takes 10 minutes, a notebook, or just your headspace. No BS, just action. Here's the drill. Number 1, discipline. Pick one area to lock down today. Maybe it's skipping the snooze button or cutting out mindless scrolling. Own it. Number 2, fear. Name a fear staring you down. Reframe it as a chance to grow and take one small step forward. Number 3, resilience. Think of a time you got knocked down and stood back up. Let it remind you what you're made of. Number 4, acceptance. Call out one thing you're fighting. Bad orders, a personal failure, a health concern. Accept it as your starting line, not your end. Number 5, consistency. Choose one small action tied to your purpose. Writing, checking in, the gym. Do it. No excuses. Number 6, pain. Reflect on a current struggle. What is it teaching you? How is it forging you? Number 7, gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Your health, a quiet sunset, a relationship, your job. Keep it raw. Number 8, intentions. Set one clear intention for the day. I'll lead with strength. I'll stay present. Make it your North Star. Do this ritual for a week. It's not about perfection. It's about showing up. Gritty and deliberate every time. If you're just sitting, listening to these tools and not applying them, you're wasting your time and my time. You're not building, you're being. If you don't have the energy to do this, then you don't believe in yourself. You don't have the fight to make yourself better. You haven't learned enough yet. You haven't been hit hard enough yet to want to make yourself better. If you want to make yourself better, you will find the energy, you will find the time, and you will understand what the mission is in front of you so you can be better. Let's consider how this can look. Meet Alex, a Marine Corps veteran who did 2 tours in Afghanistan, is now navigating the civilian world. Life after the Corps isn't easy. New rules, new battles. He starts with discipline, waking up at 0500 every day to train and plan, no matter how heavy the weight of transition feels. Fear hits hard, fear of not fitting in, of failing at a new job. He faces it, signing up for veteran job fairs, shaking hands despite the nerves. Resilience keeps him going. He remembers leading his squad through hell, taking shrapnel, and coming out alive. He accepts what he can't control. Civilian bureaucracy, the ghosts of war. Consistency means daily steps, resumes, therapy sessions, staying fit. Pain, like the loss of his old identity and brothers left behind, cuts deep but teaches him to redefine strength. Gratitude grounds him. He's thankful for his wife's support, his dog's loyalty, and the chance to start again. Finally, he sets an intention to build a life that honors his service, to be a leader in his community. Alex is raw, scared, and real. He's the architect of his own self, fighting for control and opportunity every day. Your call to action. Pick one principle and live it like your life depends on it for a week. Discipline. Cut one distraction that's stealing your focus. Gratitude. Write down 3 things daily that matter, no matter how small. Start now. Build something. We fought through this together. Personal control and opportunity was about becoming the architect of self. Owning your mind, your choices, your scars, and building something unbreakable. These 8 principles, discipline, fear, resilience, acceptance, consistency, pain, gratitude, and intentions, are your arsenal. They're not here to shield you from life's blows. They're here to make you strong enough to take them and keep building. Marcus Aurelius said it best. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Stop chasing some perfect version of yourself. Start choosing discipline, staring down fear, rising from the rubble, accepting the battlefield, marching forward, learning from pain, finding gratitude, and setting intentions. That's how you forge a life that's yours. Thank you for fighting through this series with me. You've shown up, you've listened, you've faced the hard stuff. Keep an eye and ear out for the next series to launch, The Conquered Mind, where we build upon the growth from this series and level it up into learning how to master mental toughness, clarity, and freedom in a world that tests our insanity. If the architect of self is a little fire in you, share it. Hit me up on X. Tell a brother or sister. Keep this fire burning. One final mission. Pick one principle that hits you the hardest. Live it for 30 days, raw and relentless. Be the architect of your own self. I'm in your corner. I'm here for the fight. Until next time, stay raw, stay stoic, and keep building, my friends.